And joining us tonight for tonight's big close-up is DHS Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs. Tricia, thank you so much for joining us tonight and for everything that you do and communicating all this important stuff to the American people. So we know that we have a variety of these ICE tracking apps. Now, it's my understanding that a lot of these app stores decided that those were pretty inappropriate and dangerous, and a lot of those app stores decided to pull off those ICE tracking apps. But then you have Democrats saying that, well, we're just still going to track ICE agents. You've got Gavin Newsom there on his 20th podcast this week saying that he doesn't want ICE agents or federal agents to wear masks except for COVID. He wants them to show their ID except to vote. What does this mean for ICE agents, and what have you heard from your agents about how this could possibly endanger them or their family members?
Well, I think Todd Lyons, the acting director of ICE, put it best when he said that these ICE trackers really like giving a hitman a map. That's exactly what's going on here. And these Democrats that are pushing for the use of their own maps, they're either encouraging criminal illegal aliens to evade or arrest, or worse, they're encouraging violence and, God forbid, the killing of our law enforcement, who are already seeing 1,000% increase in assaults against them. But let's keep in mind, Tommy, what's going on with our law enforcement. They're being doxxed. Their family, where they go to school, where their children live, where their children, where their spouses work, that's being doxxed on the deep dark web. This is really horrendous violence that's going on, and these Democrat politicians continue to encourage it, incite it, and give really a permission slip to these lunatics who go after our law enforcement. We just saw a couple weeks ago out of Dallas a terrorist attack where the deranged individual there, he put anti-ICE messages on the shell casings and also left behind handwritten notes that said that he wanted to bring the ultimate annihilation to ICE. This is what our law enforcement's facing. That is why they wear those masks, to protect themselves.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page.
Illegal alien truck driver. This is a story that just keeps coming up, something like this. He crossed the border under the Biden administration in California. He was arrested, but then he was set free, I think, in 2022. He allegedly was driving under the influence when he crashed his truck, and he killed 3 people. Now, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is taking action against California for giving these licenses to illegals. Check it out.
That's what California has done. They have unlawfully issued 60,000 of these licenses to people who have come into the country, and they've done it illegally. So you have 60,000 people on the roads who shouldn't have licenses. So one, I'm about to pull $160 million from California. And as we pull more money, we also have the option of pulling California's ability to issue commercial driver's licenses.
Like I said, this isn't the only time this has happened. It's happened. We see it more often, it seems like. At least 3 that I can think of in the last couple of weeks. At least 19 states, along with D.C., allow illegal aliens to obtain a driver's license. And then you have states like California that build on that by issuing CDLs to them. So here's my question to you. Is there any database that would allow DHS to look for there's this rule that even the DOT has about non-domicile CDLs. Is there any way to cross-reference and go after these individuals? Maybe they haven't done anything other than drive a truck, but I feel like if there are people out there who, and the other rule that DOT is enforcing is the English proficiency rule, is there no way to go and pinpoint and strategically pull these people off the road preemptively? Do they have to kill somebody crossing 5 lanes of traffic or drunk driving before we can even identify them?
Joey, you're exactly right. And that's exactly what we're doing under Secretary Noem with the partnership at the Department of Transportation. Secretary Duffy's been incredibly proactive on this issue, and he's been a great partner. You're exactly right. We're seeing more and more of this. It was just 3 months ago.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page.
That we saw out of Florida, an individual, also an Indian national, who had illegally entered the country and gotten work authorization under the Biden administration. He went on to kill 3 people. He also got that commercial driver's license from the state of California. Yeah. And then, of course, then this issue just a few days ago, what we're seeing is that California again issued this commercial driver's license to another Indian national. This individual was intoxicated, driving under the influence, and killed 3 innocent souls. We're praying for those families, but we're going to do more than pray. We're also going to take action and prevent this from ever happening again. And Secretary Duffy, I think he's going to have more information and more announcements to come shortly, hopefully this week.
Great to see you. Lisa Booth here. I want to talk about the Maryland man who's from El Salvador. The Trump administration is looking to deport MS-13 gang member Kilmar Abrego Garcia to Liberia, and it could happen as soon as the end of this month after reaching an agreement with the country on Friday. Liberia. There we go. Trisha, why is it so hard to deport an illegal alien with ties to MS-13 who's here illegally, obviously, and has been credibly accused of human smuggling?
Well, it's these activist judges who time and time again were preventing this criminal illegal alien from being deported for a second time. But let's also remember, who is Kilmar Abrego Garcia? He was indicted by a grand jury. He's an MS-13 gang member. He was a full-time human trafficker. And if you read the indictment, it's quite egregious what he was involved in, abusing the women under his control. He was soliciting child pornography. This is a despicable individual who, we won't forget, the media tried to force-feed Americans that this is some innocent Maryland father when he's anything but. He will have a new life in Liberia. We're glad to see him go, and that's looking like that will be occurring this week.